You don't want small tomatoes. You want nice, big, fat, juicy red tomatoes. Tomatoes are ready. Nice. Sucker need to come off. So far. Tigger, what you doing around here, buddy? It looks like a branch that broke. It's got a tomato on it, but I'm going to cut it off because it's damaged. Okay, some information on my experience with tomato plants. Okay, now I've done them been growing them for a while, and many people have. I mean, I'm not the only one, you know, but I've experienced the lazy way of growing them, where you just plant them and you don't even fool with them, you just let them grow, and you get tomatoes. But then I've also experienced actually coming in and cutting the bottoms out of your plants. Okay, see how now you can see the whole bottoms underneath? Over here I gotta cut something here. I see something I'm gonna cut. This is allowing a lot of airflow, okay? Especially I need that because of how tight everything is here. But man, it just opened up a lot here, okay? So it's gonna create airflow to come through even to the rest of the garden, okay? All right, so now the energy will go up to the first set of flowers. I cut everything to the first set of flowers, and I do have some tomatoes already, some little bitty small ones. Okay, so I cut everything below that. That way now the energy is not going to keeping any of that alive. It's going to go straight up the stem to start keeping the fruit alive and making us some bigger fruit. You do get bigger tomatoes and better tomatoes if you do this and remove the suckers. Now I've had a time where I never even worried about all of that, and I still got tomatoes, okay, but I didn't get as many as I get when I do everything I'm doing now. Okay, I get bigger tomatoes, and that's what this is all about, guys. Not you know, being satisfied with some, you know, a few small tomatoes. You don't want small tomatoes. You want nice, big, fat, juicy red tomatoes. That's why you're growing them. So if you gotta get in there and do a little bit to them to help them do that, I promise you it's worth it. Okay. So what I did was, I cut off. When you see the flowers, your first flowers, I cut everything off, all the branches off up to that. Now, you know, some people might come up with a reason why not to do that, and if there's a reason why I shouldn't do it, I don't know about it, but I do know that I've never had any problems doing this. There's no problems. The only thing that I got out of it was I got better harvested tomatoes. Okay, so so now this is how they look, and you can see how. Now here's my first set of here. Okay, now I didn't cut these off yet. Okay, now here's a sucker here. See, in between the branch and the stem, you get these, and that's a sucker. And usually when you have flowers, if you go down, there'll be a sucker, and I had one right here. Well, I got one right here too, so I'm gonna get that out. So you want to pull the suckers out, because that's going to also drain from the energy going to the tomatoes. It's going to go to this sucker. The sucker is the plant trying to grow basically another plant. So you want to see the flowers, and I cut everything down below. I got one branch below, and I think I'm okay with that. Okay. Everything's looking good. So I got a few tomatoes, and now this is going to help. Now these are going to help those tomatoes. What I just did is going to help those tomatoes to grow and become nice sized tomatoes, and they're going to grow quicker because now they're getting all the energy going to them, where before, if you leave all that on, they're only getting a portion of the energy, because a portion of the energy is going to the leaves. When the energy goes through the plant, it's going everywhere to keep the whole plant alive everywhere. Every branch, every sucker. And so now I just eliminated all of that energy going to all those areas, and now the energy that comes straight up the stem might go to one or two branches that I left, but it's good. But the fruit's going to be right there, and it's more. The energy is going to go to the fruit. The tomato plants. That's how they look now. I've taken the bottom leaves off, bottom branches. Got them all off, and that's going to help my tomatoes to, well, they're going to, them flowers will start turning into tomatoes, and the tomatoes I have are going to start growing nice size. And you guys be blessed, and I'll see you in the morning. We'll see how many quail we have in the morning, and we'll show them to you. So okay guys, be blessed. See you tomorrow.